So hello there, welcome you all again to the TQ Gate classes, to the lecture series of your probability and statistics. So today I am going to discuss about the continuous random variables. So let's get started. While discussing the random variables, I previously in probably in previous in before 4 to 5 lectures. So I've given you a few hint about the continuous random variables. So let's again I have to discuss about that. Okay. So continuous random variables. Before I give you a precise definition, or let us say informal definition of of this kind of random variable, let me just give you a few examples which will really be promising to define it, right? So let us say I am finding the average temperature at a place in a few hours, and I have estimated, or from the resources I have got the information that it is estimated as, it varies between your 20 to 35 degrees Celsius. Okay, degree Celsius I am taking. And let us say second example, as this is a season of monsoon here in India, so average rainfall at a place in a month, and it is estimated that the rain goes from your 200 to 500 mm. Okay, and third one, let us say we will consider the age, weight, or height of a group of individuals, or let us say a group of people. Okay, so what do I mean? There is a certain thing which is common in each of these examples. Okay, so if I'll consider the age, the criteria of age, can I ask you what is your age? Yes, someone, if I'll ask you the age, you cannot be precisely say that I am 19, right? It may be 19 years and 7 months, or 19 years and 10 days. Okay, so I am not asking you the age on your birthday, right? So age, that means what happened, if I'll consider the age of a group of people, that can be lying in a certain interval, right? So that's why what happened in a continuous random variable, if I'll consider the real axis as x here, for any of these examples, they can be estimated by a continuous function. Okay, so let us say like this, and in the vertical axis I have the what, a continuous function which is called your probability density function, rather than the probability mass function, where we are providing the certain mass in a specific real number, where the sample space is being mapped, right? So here, if I'll say the continuous random variable is lying in the interval a to b, right? So a random variable x is said to be continuous if it is defined by a continuous function. Okay? Continuous function in an interval, or in a closed interval, let us say. Okay, interval a to b, referred as, this continuous function is referred as probability density function. Okay, or PDF, and this is generally denoted as your f subscripted x, and you can also ignore this capital X. Okay, now let us go for a few properties on this, as I have also told explained you about the probability mass function. Okay, so the properties of PDF or probability mass function. Okay, so very first is it is always greater than or equals to 0. Okay, and the second one is if I'll integrate this function, okay, from a to b, I'll get 1. So generally in book it is denoted from negative infinity to infinity. Okay, negative infinity to infinity, whereas the interval of significance is your a to b. Okay, okay, that means from a to b it will be 1. Okay, which is your area under the curve f of x. Okay, which is the continuous function defining the random variable, right? So similarly what I can say, this probability, or sorry, this integral can be given, can define you the probability of this x or the random variable lying between a to b, right? Which is your the integral of this function from a to b, and you definitely get 1. Okay, then if I'll take any arbitrary interval in between, let us say this interval a to, let us say alpha to beta, or let us say c to d. Okay, if your this x is lying between c to d in this interval, so it will be defined as your the integral of this continuous function from c to d, right? Similarly you can add other conclusions, like if x is less than c, then you have to integrate from a to c. Okay, so I'll say that if your x is less than or equals to c, then you can integrate this function from a to c. Similarly, if it is greater than c, you have to integrate from c to b. Okay, okay, those are the conclusions you can draw directly by looking at this picture. Okay, so now let's go for finding the mean, variance and all those steps for a continuous random variable, as we have done for the discrete random variable. Okay, so here those are also called the measures of central tendency, because they used to define the shape or the geometry of a distribution. Okay, so measures of central tendency, first is your mean. So mean we know is the expectation of x or the given random variable, and it is generally defined as your the sum of your x and the probability mass function in the discrete case, but here you can define it as your x times the probability density function, which is defined from your a to b. Okay, rather than taking the PMF, as we have the PDF, we will just multiply with the PDF for the given random variable. Okay, then the next part is your variance. So variance is similarly will be defined as your expectation of x squared minus square of expectation. Okay, so we know this is what, here in place of x you just replace with your x squared. Okay, and your corresponding probability density function, integrate from a to b, and as you have already found here the mean, so you just write it here. Okay, and the third one is your median. So what do you mean by median? So it will intersect, or sorry, it will bisect the entire distribution or entire area, I will also say, right? See, I'll show you. So let us say here we do have the median. Okay, I have very closely placed this. Okay, let us say this is the point, we have this one in purple I have taken here, M. That means it will bisect the entire area A to M. So whatever area you have from A to M is same as the area from M to B. Okay, so that's why what is the conclusion I can draw here, as that if I just integrate this function from A to M is same as the area of M to B. Okay, which is bisecting the entire distribution. That's why this will be your 1 by 2 or 0.5, right? Similarly, I can go for, what do I say, the mode of the distribution, or mean, variance, median, and quartile. Okay, one of the thing I forgot to say. Okay, so quartile. So what do you mean by quartiles? So see, so quartile will do what? It will take the 1/4 of the entire distribution or the entire area. Okay, so you do have 4 quartiles for a given continuous function or the given continuous random variables. Okay, so if I'll go for the first quartile, let q1 and q2 are, sorry, not q2, q2 will be your median. Okay, because the second quartile will take the half of the area. Okay, so let us say your q3 are 2 quartiles. B, sorry, these are the b2 quartiles. Okay, so that means if I'll go for the first quartile from a to q1, I'll get 1/4 of the area, and similarly if I'll go for the second quartile, which is your q3, a to q3 will be what? 3/4 of the area. Okay, and now let's find from a given example we have. So what should I show you? Let us say your q1 and q2, q1 and q3. What do I mean? That if your this is 1/4 of the area, here you are getting, here at this place, if you are getting your q1, let me just erase the c and d. These are okay, just keep it. If this is q1, that means a to q1 will take you the, will give you the 1/4 of the area, and this will give you the median, the second quartile, and the third quartile, which is your q3. Okay, so this will give you the 3/4 of the area. Okay, this I mean by the quartiles. Okay, so now let's go for this example, the very first example here we have taken. Okay, the PDF of a continuous random variable x is defined as this one, k x squared 1 minus x cubed, and the interval of significance here is taken as 0 to 1. Here the continuous function is defined. So find the constant k for which this is a PDF or the probability density function. So what will be our approach? We'll just take the integration of this function from 0 to 1, and we know that this value will be 1. Okay, from the property of PDF. So as your k is a constant, I'll get your x cube x squared minus x to the power 5, right? And I have to integrate this from 0 to 1. So what I am getting here, let us see. So this implies k times x cube by 3. I am directly solving this, is your x, okay, just write it, x cube by 3 and x to the power 6 by 6, and the integral from 0 to 1 is 1, right? So that means what I will get, k equals to k times 1 by 3 and minus 1 by 6 is 1 by 6, so I will get your k equals to 6, right? So this PDF here is your now 6x squared, okay, and 1 minus x cubed. You have found the PDF now. Now you find the mean, variance, median, and the quartiles of this distribution. So let us go for the very first, is the mean. Okay, so mean will be what? Expectation of x. That means this will be your x times your this PDF. Okay, that means 6x cubed 1 minus x cubed, and this will be running from your 0 to 1, right? So this is your 6x to the power 4 by 4 minus x to the power 7 by 7 and 0 to 1. So can we find this as 6, 1 by 4 and 1 by 7, okay, because at 0 will be 0, right? So this is your 28, 4, 7, 11, your, I think will be 7 minus this 9 out of something, okay, that's your 9 out of 11, right? So this is your mean. Similarly, you can find the variance here. The second part is your variance. So for variance, what do I need? I need the expectation of x squared. So let's find the expectation of x squared. So I'll get your 6 x to the power 4, right? Not x cubed. Okay, 6 x to the power 4, 1 minus x cubed, and the integral from 0 to 1, right? So which is what? 6 times x to the power 5 by 5 minus x to the power 8 by 8, okay, and 0 to 1. So which is what? 6 times 1 by 5 minus 1 by 8, and is your so you'll get 9 out of 20, right? And the variance will be now what? Expectation of x squared is 9 by 20 minus 9 by 14 squared, right? So you solve it using the calculator, and 9 by 14 squared will be 9 out of 245, okay? So you'll get this solution, and now you can find the median and variance, I think. So you find it and let me know what are the median and the quartiles. Two different quartiles we are getting, okay? So first quartile and the third quartile we used to get, okay? So let me find you the median. So for the median, what you'll do, you take the integral of this function or the continuous function from a to m or 0 to m. So which will find you the 1 by 2, right? So that means what? 6 times x squared, or I am directly following this one, okay, x cubed by 3 minus x to the power 6 by 6 from 0 to m is 1 by 2, right? So which is what? M cubed by 3 minus m to the power 6 by 6 equals to 1 by 12, okay? So this is your 2 and what? 2m cubed minus m to the power 6 equals to 1 by 2, which is, again I will write it as 2m to the power 6 minus 4m cubed and minus 1 equals to 0, okay? So this is so here you will get 6 roots. Oh my goodness. So you take the positive root, the root which will lie between 0 to 1, okay? So this is mistake, I think, okay? You can solve it, I think so, otherwise I will solve it in next class, okay? So the next question is the second one. Let x be a continuous random variable. If the PDF here is given a piecewise continuous function, okay, from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 0 elsewhere, okay? See, now for the solution, what you will do, the similar approach you will find or will go for, but what happened, as this is a piecewise continuous function, we have to split the integral from 0 to 3 into 3 different parts, okay? So that means fx integral of this from 0 to 3 will be 1, okay? So the approach is here ax from 0 to 1 first, then plus a, then here which is defined from 1 to 2, then the third one is from 2 to 3, okay? 3a minus ax. Again sir, just read a Sari ki master sir. And you have to integrate from here 2 to 3, which will be 1, okay? So that means a x squared by 2, 0 to 1, okay? Then your ax from 1 to 2 plus 3ax minus ax squared by 2 and integral from 2 to 3 will be 1, okay? So I have the solution, I am just directly writing this. So you will definitely, I think, get a equals to, okay, let me just solve it, a by 2 plus a, okay? Then your 3 means 9a minus 9 by 2 for the upper limit 3, and minus your 6a plus 2a, okay? 4a by 2, fine, which is equals to 1. So a by 2, this is your 3a by 2, 3a by 2 plus this is your 6a minus 9a minus 6a is 3a plus 2a 5a. Here I do have a, sorry for not writing this. Okay, so 5a minus 9a by 2 equals to 1, right? So 5a minus 6a by 2 is 1. So this is your 10a 4a by 2. So that's why you will get your 1 by 2. Okay, I think I have made many complications here. Okay, so now you have found the value of a, so that means you can define the this PDF in all these intervals, right, by replacing the a's 1 by 2, right? So now you have to compute the second part, which is your x line lesser than or equals to 1.5. Okay, so I have told you in the first slide that what we have to do, we have to integrate this function from, or the PDF from 0 to 1.5. okay, from the lower limit, this one, to 1.5, wherever this point is lying, 1.5. okay, so now we have to split it into two part, which is your a times x. I'm not taking half now, later on I'll just replace. Okay, then you have plus 1 to 1.5, and this is a constant here. So what I will get, a x squared by 2 0 to 1 plus a times x 1 to 1.5, right? So here I am getting your a times 1 a by 2 plus again a by 2, which is your a, and equals to 1 by 2, right? So that means what, 1.5 will be treated as is bisecting the entire distribution. So that's why x equals to 1.5 is treated as the mean of this distribution, right? Or else you can say that x greater than or equals to 1.5 is also equals to 1 minus half equals to half. Okay, that is the complement, right? So now we have a set of questions. Okay, so let us go for the first one here. In 2015 it came in electrical. Okay, okay, so a random variable here is has the PDF, this one. Okay, and the expected value is 2 by 3. Then find the probability that x is lying below 0.5. okay, so from the property of the PDF, for the solution, what you'll do, we know that if I'll integrate this from 0 to 1, because it is defined from 0 to 1, I am supposed to get 1. okay, so let us just integrate this one. That means I'll get your ax plus bx squared by 2, and if I'll integrate from 0 to 1, I'll get 1, right? So this is what, a plus b by 2 by substituting the 1, so I'm getting 1. That means the first equation is here 2a plus b equals to 2. okay, so you have to keep it in mind. This is the first equation. I'm supposed to determine a and b. Then I'll go for the expected value of this. The expected value is what, a x plus b x squared. We have to integrate this one because I have multiplied x with the PDF. okay, from 0 to 1, I am supposed to get here 2 by 3, right? So which implies a x squared by 2 plus b x cubed by 3, from 0 to 1 is here 2 by 3, right? So this implies a by 2, okay, sorry, a by 2 plus b by 3 equals to 2 by 3. okay, so that means 3a plus twice b, by taking the LCM as 6, I'll get 2 out of 3, right? That means you'll get the second equation is as 3a plus 2b equals to 4, right? So these are the two equations from which we'll determine this constant a and b, right? So if I'll solve it, so from the first one I'll get, let me change the ink to avoid any kind of confusion. So here I'll get here 2 minus twice a. So here if I'll substitute by the substitution, I'll get here 3a plus 2 times 2 minus twice a equals to 4. okay, 4 and 4 will be cancelled, so I'll get here a is 0, right? So this implies a equals to 0 and the b equals to 2. So whatever I got, that fx is defined as your only twice x if x lying between 0 to 1. Okay, so now let's go for the probability that x is lying within 0.5. Okay, so here you have to integrate from 0 to 0.5 for this function twice x, and you'll get your twice x square by 2. That means you have to integrate x only. Okay, if you'll integrate x, you'll find x square by 2, 2 and 2 will be cancelled, so this will be 0 to 0.5. that means 0.5 squared, which is your 0.25, right? So here you just mention it. Then the second set of question we have, it came in 2014 for electrical again. Set 2, let x be a random variable with the PDF like this. Okay, so here the mod of x is lying is lesser than 1. That means this is lying between -1 to 1. Okay, this will be useful, I think. And 1 to 4 is 0.1. The probability that the x is lying between 0.5 to 5 is what? Okay, so if I'll just integrate this function from 0.5 to 5, so I'll take the splitting of the integral. Okay, that means 0.5 to 1 first. Okay, then this is your 0.2, then plus 0.1. that means I'll take the second integral from 1 to 4, and 4 to 5 will be 0, otherwise it is given. Okay, that means your 0.2 times x, 0.5 to 1, then plus 0.1 x and 1 to 4, right? So here you will get your 0.2 times 0.5. okay, this is 0.5, 1 minus 0.5, and here you will get your 1.1 times 4 minus 1. okay, which is your 0.1, right? Then plus 0.3, which is your 0.4, right? So this is quite easy. You can deal with this type of continuous random variable problem. Okay, so this again come in 2014. Lifetime of an electric bulb is a random variable with density fx equals to kx squared, where x is measured in years. If the minimum and maximum lifetimes of the bulb are 1 and 2 years respectively, then the value of k is what? It is the easiest problem you do have. You have to integrate from 1 to 2 because 1 is the minimum and the maximum lifetime is 2 years. Okay, so this equals to 1. That means what? This will be your k times x cubed by 3, and be careful while doing the integration. Okay, so this is your k 8 by 3 minus 1 by 3, which is your 1, and k will be what? 3 by 7. Okay, and if it is asking you to find up to what? The 2 or 3 decimal places, and this will be your 0.4, 2 and 8 probably. Let me check. 3 out of 7 is 0.429 or 428, I can say. Okay, I can assume it. Okay, then the second this set of question we have, this came in 2013. I think this kind of question are coming mostly in the electrical or CSE. Okay, a continuous random variable x has a probability density function like this. Okay, that means your e to the power minus x, and we know that e to the power minus x has a curve as an what? As an exponentially decay function. Okay, so it will just decay and it will go on to 0. Okay, x equals to this, y equals to 0 is the asymptote of this function. Okay, f of x. You just know this, that y equals to 0 or x-axis is the asymptote. Asymptote of e to the power minus x, which is an exponential decay function. Okay, so for x greater than 0, you have to find it x greater than, not 0, 1. So this will be your e to the power minus x, then 1 to infinity, because it is defined from 0 to infinity. Okay, so which is your e to the power minus x, 1 to infinity. You keep the negative sign outside, e to the power negative infinity minus e to the power minus 1. Okay, so you will get your 1 by e only. Okay, because the e to the power negative infinity will be 0. It is going towards 0. It will try to touch the x-axis. Okay, so which is 1 by e is what? Let me check. I think you are first enough to find the value. Okay, so 1 by e is 0.368. Okay, this one, which is your 0.368. Just you can use the calculator. Okay, so then it came in 2016 for CSE. A probability density function on the interval a to 1 is given as 1 by x squared, and outside it is given as 0. Okay, that means the interval of significance is a to 1. The value of a is what? Okay, so if I'll just integrate this function from a to 1, I'm supposed to get here 1. Okay, so integral of this one is minus 1 by x. You all know, you take the integral from, so limit from a to 1. So take the negative sign out for convenience. Okay, or else what you can do, you can use the lower limit first, then the upper limit, and take the negative sign in between. That is also convenient. Okay, so 1 by a minus 1 equals to 1. So 1 by a equals to 2, and I'll get equals to 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2 or 0.5, you can decide. While if anything is given, then it's up to 1 decimal place of accuracy, then you have to take 0.5. Okay, next one, these questions are came again in electrical. You see, mostly the questions are coming for electrical, and only one question I have found for CSE. Okay, so let x be this came in 2021, this year. Okay, so let x be a continuous random variable denoting the temperature measured. The range of temperature is your 0 to 100 degrees Celsius, 0 to 100. Okay, and let the probability density function is f equals to 0.01 for x between 0 to 100. What is the mean of x? Okay, so mean of x will be what? X times f of x, and from 0 to 100, okay, is the interval we have is given. Okay, so that means x times or 0.01 is the constant function here, and we have to integrate x. So I'll get your x squared by 2, 0 to 100. Okay, so which is your 0.01, 100 squared, or 10 to the power 4 divided by 2. Okay, at 0 is 0 definitely. Okay, so 0.01, and you'll get your 100 by 2, which is your probably 50. You'll find 50, right? 10 to the power 4, 10 to the, okay, so D is the answer. Okay, so this is a very simple question I have found. So this came in 2021 for the electrical. Suppose the probability that a coin, so this is not related to the continuous random variables. Okay, suppose the probability that a coin toss shows a head is p, where p lying between 0 to 1. The coin is tossed repeatedly until the first head appears. Okay, so what do you link from this? So this is related to geometric distribution. Okay, right, the expected number of tosses is what? So what do you know about the geometric distribution? Is your probability of failure q by p, right? So whereas it is given the probability of success, or which shows the head, is p, but we don't have the idea of q, so I'll just write it as 1 minus p by p, right? So this is the easiest question you have got, electrical guys. Okay, next is a very interesting question for those who don't know about this. This is the unit step function. Okay, PDF is given in the form of unit step function you have. So unit step function is defined as, this is at 0 you have the fluctuation. Okay, so this is a piecewise continuous function. Unit step function is 1 if your x is greater than or equals to 0, and 0 otherwise, or 0 elsewhere, right? So this is generally how it is coming. I'll show you. So along the x-axis, if I'll have this unit step function defined, so here in the negative real line, this is all 0. Okay, and at 0 it has a sudden fluctuation, and it will be getting to 1. Okay, and in the entire positive real line you have the value of 1. Okay, but in the second term you have a little confusion, but I'll solve this one and let you know. Okay, so where u is the unit step function, then the value of a and the probability that x less than or equals to 0 respectively is what? Okay, so see, so for the value of a, what we will do, we have to integrate this function from negative infinity to infinity, okay, because it is defined entirely in the real line, the entire real line. Okay, so this is what 3 by 2 e to the power minus 3x and the unit step function. Okay, so this is easy to evaluate because the unit step function will be taken as 1, but here we have to take a manipulation for the second term, which is your a times e to the power 4x u of minus x dx and from negative infinity to infinity. Okay, so the first term is your 3 by 2, this is your 1, from negative infinity to 0 is 0 and from 0 to infinity is 1. So I'll take your 0 to infinity e to the power minus 3x. Okay, then plus here if I'll just substitute, if your minus x is t, say if your x, if minus x is t, then what about the dx? Dx will be minus dt. Okay, so these are the substitution I have to take. Okay, so that means e to the power minus 4t and the unit step function is now be validated here. I can substitute this. Okay, and in place of dx I'll substitute minus dt. And what about the limits? Limits will be your positive infinity to negative infinity by substituting this variable. Okay, so here you will get your 3 by 2 e to the power minus 3x divided by minus 3. Okay, and the limits from your 0 to infinity plus, so now let's just change the limit again from negative infinity to infinity by taking it as negative. If I'll multiply negative here, so it will be negative infinity to positive infinity, and the manipulation will be from 0 to infinity I'll take. Okay, so e to the power minus 4t. Okay, let me just take the integration directly from 0 to infinity for your convenience. Okay, so this will be negative 4 from 0 to infinity. Okay, so you can do the manipulation, I think. Okay, so here I'll just discard this minus half. Okay, e to the power minus 3x, that means e to the power minus infinity and minus of 1 e to the power 0 plus, where is a? Okay, I forgot to mention a. Okay, a. Okay, then your minus a by 4 and you'll get minus 1 again, right? So that means this value is 1. So let us evaluate here. So you'll get your a by 4 plus 1 by 2 equals to 1 and a by 4 equals to, which implies a by 4 equals to what? 1 by 2, and you'll get a equals to 2, right? So you are done with this. So now we'll go for the probability that x is less than or equals to 0, right? So that means we have to integrate this function from what, minus infinity to 0, and I think you'll get the solution as negative 1 by 2. So sorry, positive 1 by 2 or 0.5 only. So you evaluate it and send me the scanned note, and thank you all for your patience. And again you try to solve as many problems you have. I don't know whether in your section or in your branches it may come, but electrical and the CSE guys, you be careful for this. Okay, so there are a lot of questions come from this one. Okay, so wish you all the luck, and thanks again.